driving venture, and you join me in the Spyder for my first video and monologue in this very car. This car has now covered 5,106 miles. Total pleasure, total enjoyment. It's been absolutely thrilling. Just back on Saturday from the European tour, and what a tour that was. Great places. We started by dropping the RS off. I just need to pause my Hodinky podcast because that's all about watches. I do recommend Hodinky website to further your knowledge on watches. Anyway, we started in Spa, heading down there off the ferry from Rotterdam to drop off the RS because that was going to be the car that I was going to do most of my laps in when I went back to pick it up. A big thanks to RSR there at Spa, a great facility right by the track. So it was dropped off there. It was a modest amount of money. Car was dropped off there and picked up on our way back.
Speed camera ahead.
Yes, and we're now entering a 50-mile-an-hour controlled zone. And on this stretch of the M6, which I do drive quite a lot, it goes on and on and on for mile after mile, and it's just I just don't like motorway 50-mile-an-hour limits, but never mind. So what are the takeaways from my European trip? Well,
entering average speed check zone.
What I would say about Europe is, if you want breathtaking scenery and backdrops, and you want the snow-capped mountain, the Alps, and all the rest of it, then I think the Alps offers something extremely unique and very, very different. You're not going to get that in too many other places you're going to drive. But what I would say is, having come back and I've been driven there and done quite a lot of mileage around it in the area, I think what it does lack in some places, it lacks those flowing roads which you can kind of press on and enjoy a bit, which you get, say, like in the Highlands. Obviously, I'd come back from the Highlands and then we'd headed off on this European adventure. So I think that was something for me. There's a lot of hairpins. You've got to get the altitude in. You're going up quite steep gradients of one hairpin after the other. So I think when you get on some of the flowing roads, the tarp on the way up, on the approach, that's quite good. But I have to say, I do think the Highlands offers brilliant driving roads, but obviously you're not getting the dramatic backdrops of the Alps. So anyway, what's going to be in this video today? Well, I have just left Nijmeister there at Warrington. Sorry, the last video that went out was a little bit sort of quite a while ago really, but I was so busy coming back from Scotland and I was off to Europe, and then I had to get the memory card, so the editor, so he could get it sorted, get it uploaded. But anyway, this video has been recorded on a Tuesday and it should be going out hopefully the Wednesday following day, so a little bit more current, you might say. But I just left Nijmeister. One of the guys who watches my content, he has a 718 Spyder in GT Silver, lovely spec. He messaged me a little bit about the spec and choices, and one of the things very, very interesting that he said is that he was really glad that he went for the bucket seats. Now, that's true. I've said it, 5,000 miles in, I did a lot of mileage on the continent, long journeys and stuff. One day we did almost probably 11 hours of driving. So these seats do the job, but you don't need to worry. But what they do, in addition to the job of holding you in your seat when you're doing your cornering and enjoying the car, what they also do is give a GT feel to your car. So you feel like you're in a GT car when you've got a GT seat. I've always said it time and time again. So he was umming and ahhing, and the folding bucket had gone, and he went for the full bucket seat. And I think he went for the right choice for me. And a lovely GT silver car. He's gone for the inserts like I have on the interior, the JCR inserts, 911R, just fantastic. And he's really enjoying his car. So hopefully we'll have him along with some of the Drive Venture stuff that's coming up. So what is coming up with Drive Venture? Well, we've got a drive which is coming up this coming Sunday. We're we're going up to Kielderwater again. It's an area I drove around when we did the Thrones tour. So I'm looking forward to being up there again. A686 through Hartside's amazing. Then we're going to get up towards the Kielder Reservoir. Then on the 7th of November, we're going to drive, and we're going to be doing the Mac Loop in Wales. So that's coming up on the 7th of November. Got a karting night coming up. So much fun. I keep saying it, but it's such a good laugh to be your friend on the track. And there's a winner. It's all time. There's a prize for the winner. Then we're going out for dinner afterwards in Manchester. That's going to be a top night. So we're looking forward to that. Then in 2022, we're going to have the activities that I touched on in the last video. So we're going to do the Highlands and Islands. Now that's the Hebrides. We're doing the Hebrides, Outer Hebrides. So we're doing the Southern East, Northern East. That's connected by an amazing bridge. Then from the North East, we're getting onto Harris by ferry, and then we're going on to Harris and Lewis and Island, and then we'll be coming off at Stornoway back onto the mainland. So I'm hoping to have a few places for that, because it's a trip I should have put on 2 years ago. We couldn't do it, and now it's able to be done. So that's going to be in April. When I say it's going to be done, the COVID count's going up again, and you're thinking to yourself, oh my god. But let's just hope we get through this winter without any more lockdowns and problems and this, that and the other. So the guy that you watched on my channel, he's been at Nine Master today. He's had the single mast flywheel added, and he's going for the car graphic rear silencer, the track competition, I believe. So he's going to get the sound, he's going to get that punch, the single mast flywheel acceleration, that pickup, so good, put on his car. So why am I going now? Well, I'm not going to Costco this time. We're going to call this, I guess, a Spyder Drive 1. I'm heading to South Lakes. And why am I going there? Porsche South Lakes. Well, I'm going there because I'm all dressed up, because I'm going on to a client meeting afterwards in Cumbria. But this car, unfortunately, it's not connecting with the Vodafone telematics and all the security things. So it won't connect with the app on my phone. So I don't know how many miles are left in the tank, or it won't locate the car and all those sorts of things. So that's going to have to be left with them so they can reset the thing so it actually gets working. So I'll look to pick it up probably sometime Wednesday afternoon, maybe Thursday. We'll see how we go. But what's been standing out about this car more than anything else is the way it just picks up, and the extra torque in the engine is phenomenal. It really does put a big smile on your face. Now, where would I suggest you go when you're in Europe and the Alps? Well, everyone's heard of the Stelvio Pass, and we really enjoyed driving that up and down. We also did the Umbriel Pass. That was very, very good. But one of the things I love about Italy, I love the culture, I love the food, and it was great to go and see a couple there. And I was the best man at their son's wedding a number of years ago when he got married in America, so I went over there to be his best man. And he's now studying in America. Just got a job offer for 3M. He's a scientist, a material scientist. That's good news for him. And he likes his Rolex watches, so I think he wants a Pepsi. That's his holy grail. So we'll see if he gets one. But anyway, so I knew I was going to be in the area. So we drove down from Bormio down towards Como area, and she did a lovely lunch for us. It was just fabulous. But I don't speak much Italian. But the hotel we stayed in was mighty fine. So I am enjoying the exhaust system. I'm enjoying all the modifications on this car. It's stepped the game on. It's made the car far more exciting, far more enjoyable. It's given me everything that I had in the 980, 981. Yellow Chariot, which sadly had to go. It's interesting talking to the chat there about, when you watch my Spyder video, the yellow one. Yeah, a lot of people commented on that. And in fact, I got contacted by a chap who lives overseas, and he has a car in the UK, and he's thinking about getting involved with Drive Adventure for a few of our tours. Well, the tour you want to get on is a Norway trip. Just watching James Bond there, No Time to Die. A bit long, I think, the film, but anyway, it has an amazing sequence on a bit of road there in Norway. We will be driving that road, and the drone will be there, and we will be going over it and enjoying it on the way over towards Bergen. So I'm really looking forward to that tour, and I've got a lot of interest already. It's going to be 10, probably max 12 cars. So clear your diary and come. join the club and come, because you'll absolutely love it. It's going to be absolutely dream trip. 2 overnight ferries to Oslo. And I believe we're going to have an Oslo Blue 992 GTS on the trip. I can't wait to see that. That's a lovely colour. So there we go, a little wrap up, little Spyder Drives video. As I say, I really enjoyed being in Europe. Oh yes, before I go, I've got to tell you about the Autobahn blasts. I mean, it's amazing. You just drop it to 4th, sometimes 3rd, you're just accelerating away. And what I love about the Germans is they just move over. You know, most of their Autobahns are just the 2 lanes, and you just flash a little bit and they are out of your way and you are powering on. And I got this up to 155 on some nice dry straights, and it's eager and just wants to keep on going. So planted, you don't feel like you're kind of going that speed. The aero, it just sucks the car into the ground, very stable, and yeah. And when I was at the museum with the car, I told a few of the staff it was in a car park, and when I was leaving, a guy came out I'd been speaking to, and he got his camera out, he was taking shots, because I think they all recognised the heritage of the Irish green. Because I'm just absolutely in love with the colour. It just absolutely pops. And taking it for just a few laps on Spa, I wasn't pushing it. I mean, I'm not really a track driver, I said it a few times, but
Speed camera ahead.
it's got plenty of performance, this thing. Suspension tweaks have really done it, so absolutely incredible. So there we have it. That's the Spyder update. This is for Spyder Drive. There will be many more ahead. I can't wait to get Emily in this car with the roof off, with the sun shining, for some more fun. Thanks very much for watching this video, and as always, I'll see you next time.